Speak Student!
The Grapes of Wrath, a la Shmoop. Some things never go out of style. Little black dresses, fluffy carpets, spray cheese in a can. Occasionally, even history repeats itself. In Steinbeck's 1939 novel, The Grapes of Wrath, which was actually set in the 1920s, America is in the middle of an epic economic depression. And we're not talking and eat some ice cream on the couch and sing along to Taylor Swift depression.
We are never, ever, ever.
More like the kind that gets its own chapter in textbooks. So, if The Grapes of Wrath is not so ancient history, why do so many of the book's quotations sound like they were cribbed from the evening news in 2008? Either Steinbeck had a crystal ball, or Americans are still dealing with the same money problems we had 90 years ago. Steinbeck's Dust Bowl isn't winning any awards for best place to make a living. Tenant farmers are fighting eviction by penny-pinching landowners, and they can't even wreak vengeance with a flaming bag of dog poop, because the landowners blame it all on a faceless bank. As one corporate minion said, the Shawnee Land and Cattle Company ain't nobody, it's a company. So much for customer service there. After the housing market crashed in 2008, homeowners had the same problem fighting their foreclosures. It's kind of hard to argue your case to a complaint form on the internet. Steinbeck's characters feel helpless to stop the forces pushing them off their land. The same company underling as before explained, "The bank is something more than men, I tell you. It's the monster. Men made it, but they can't control it." Well, that's comforting. When Citibank fell through a hole of its own making in 2008, the government had to haul it out, and it seemed like the whole country would be dragged down with it. Innocent bystanders couldn't really do much about it one way or the other. Most of us were about as helpless as the Jodes. Although on a happier note, the 21st century was better equipped to deal with large amounts of dust. Okay, so perhaps the Jodes weren't dealing with quite the level of greed that we see today, at least not in the same flavor. But they still had to battle for their own survival and success against the powers that be. And those powers had an agenda of their own, and they were stacked against the little man. Here's another quote ripped directly from a news anchor's teleprompter. The bank, the monster, has to have profits all the time. It can't wait. It'll die. When the monster stops growing, it dies. It can't stay one size. Now this is starting to sound more like Cookie Monster.
Cookies.
Except instead of cookies, the banks wanted low-carb greenbacks. It's creepy how similar the crash is to Steinbeck's novel. Old-timey investors buy lots of land to rent out for farming and get a nasty surprise when all the lovely dirt blows away. Cue the crash. So what do you think? Is Steinbeck's novel stuck in a 2008 time warp? Are his faceless monsters still around today in the form of money-grubbing corporations? Are humans still creating their own worst enemies? Shmup amongst yourselves.
We are never, ever, ever.